I am an award-winning director. I'm the managing director of the Melrose Studio along with my husband. We founded the Melrose Studio way back. I'm a storyteller, and this is my team over there where we took the whole team to Armenia in 2022, and hopefully when we celebrate our 15 years in the company, we'll be taking them somewhere new or somewhere exciting. So that's me in a nutshell. I've been named as one of the most influential Filipinos in the Gulf. And now let's talk about personal brand. How many among you has a personal brand? Raise of hands. What is personal branding? So personal branding is not what you say it is. You can say like I'm a, can I know how?
BSc Computer Science.
BSc Computing.
Computing? Yeah? Computing. You can say I'm a computing student. That is maybe your personal brand, but you're not what you say you are. You are what people say about you when you're not in the room, according to Jeff Bezos. So, what is your good name, sir?
Precious.
Precious? So, who is Precious when he's not in the room? That is your personal brand. But why do you need a personal brand when you're just a student? Do you really need one?
Of course.
Of course.
Yeah.
Yes.
Of course.
Why? Here are important points why you need to have a personal brand. If you have a strong personal brand, here's what it can do for you. It can help you stand out from the competition. A couple of months ago, we had this client approach us. He's been the marketing manager of this company. So he approached our company, the Melrose Studio, to create a video for him, which he will use to apply for jobs. So he wants to stand out from the competition. That's why he approached us and asked us to do a video for him. And he wanted to tell his story, his strengths, what he can do for the company on video. So it can help you stand out from the competition. So when you get out of college, you will need to stand out. Do you know that we get more applications in the company versus inquiries of clients? We get 3 to 4 applications per day. Some of them gives us calls, some of them sends us emails, some of us chats on our website. That's how many people looking for jobs. And that's only like for photography and videography. I'm sure companies, like big corporations, gets more. And how do you stand out in the crowd? So my marketing friend who owns a marketing agency, one of her clients received a CV that had a Kit Kat with it. The cover letter, I'm sure you've been looking through a lot of CVs in a day, and this is something for you to have a break and have a look at my CV. It was quite unique because if you get like this pile of CVs, how do you really stand out? Number 1 is for you to have a good personal brand. Number 2 is build trust and credibility. If you have a strong personal brand, it means that people trust you. You are credible in what you do. Let's say in computing. I'm not major in computing, but what topics do you have in computing that you're good at? What subject are you good at?
Coding.
Coding.
Yeah.
Oh, my son loves coding. There's this program called Scratch.
Yes.
My son is 8 years old, and he was showing me that he did a game that does the Flappy Bird.
Yes.
But for his is a Flappy Cube. And then he did one game that is Michael Jordan. So Michael Jordan has to catch the ball that bounces around the screen. He said, "Mom, look at my coding." Hey, if people don't even know your name, you cannot say that you have a strong personal branding. If people don't even know what you do or what you're good at, that is not a good personal branding. You have not established a good personal brand. A third one, personal branding attracts new opportunities. Do you know all my speaking invitations? So I've been invited to another speaking engagement about entrepreneurship. I have been invited to a female groups to talk about video. Why? Because last year, I have not even been considering personal branding as something that I should focus on. I said, let me run my business business, let me earn money. Back then I said, how can I get more clients if they don't even know who I am or who the Melrose Studio is? So I said, let me try and improve my personal branding through videos. And guess what? You know all those big engagements? They found me online. I did not go to them, I did not email them, I did not even tag their social media platforms. They found me online. Capital College found me online, found me on LinkedIn. Last year I was just whatever, I'll post once a week on LinkedIn, but I said I'll be intentional, I'll be crafting my personal brand, and I'll be posting consistently. Consistency is the key if you want to succeed in life. It's not, okay, the first 2 months, okay, I'm going to try hard, I'm going to give it my best, I'm going to hustle really hard. Nothing, there's no results, I'm going to give up. It's not that. You know, sometimes we give up when we get tired, but the success comes when you're consistent, not like in 2 months, not in 3 months. When you're consistent in a year, give yourself a year, 2 years. So when you have a strong personal brand, you attract new opportunities. You just put yourself out there, and opportunities come to you. And number 4, it can help you make a positive impact to the world. So I said, you know what someone told me? When I was posting the videos on YouTube and posting them on LinkedIn, someone told me, why are you posting these videos when no one is watching? I said, am I really like wasting my time? But then I said, when I started making videos, I did not start making videos because I want likes. That's not my original plan. I said I want to share my personal brand, my stories. I want to share my learnings because I want to help someone. Even if it's one person who's watched this video, got inspired. If it's one person, got inspired or learned something from my video, I'm happy. Yeah. So, okay, people did not like the video. No one watched the video. I had 10 views, that's it. No, it's not about that. It's about if someone watched this video, not this month, not next month, maybe in a year after, found this video and found it helpful, I'm glad that I have inspired or I have helped that person. Always go back to your why. When you're going to craft your personal brand, ask yourself, what do I want to be? I want to help others. I want to be an inspiration. I want to be someone who can teach others. Always go back to the why, because whenever you start making your personal brand and start making those videos, there will be a time like, oh, shucks. I've been making these videos, filming myself, and no one is watching. No one is even liking my TikTok videos. You know how many followers I have on TikTok? But because I'm not really a TikTok user a lot, I just cross-post. That doesn't matter because for me, even if it's one TikTok person who liked my video, that's fine. Maybe he or she found something useful from my TikTok videos. So always go back to your why. And if your why is more than just giving yourself likes, if it's more of like changing the world and serving others, that is just what you need. You don't need a big audience. You don't need to start big. And you don't have to have those likes for a lot of fans. 50% of hiring managers say that a strong personal brand is more important than a strong resume. So if you go on LinkedIn, so we get some applicants from LinkedIn. Some of them are like meh, but some of them, they can market themselves well. Looking at their LinkedIn profile, they have crafted in a way, even if they're just newly graduated from college, they crafted in a way that is not their university degree that they're flaunting. They're flaunting their experience, how they have tried to improve themselves, and how they have created a personal brand for themselves. 60% of consumers are more likely to do business with a company that has a strong personal brand. For me, Apple is not just a brand, it has become a lifestyle. Even though it's not the best phone out there, it's not the best laptop out there, but because of the brand, I have faith in Apple, and I believe that it's not just a piece of computer, piece of metal. 92% of people trust recommendations from individuals, even though They don't know them. Why do you think Apple has that effect? It is because we know Steve Jobs and we have admired him. But who knows who founded Samsung or who's the face of Samsung? Right? Although he's dead right now. Imagine that kind of personal brand that lives on after you die. If you can craft that kind of personal brand, even though Apple exists on its own, but Apple stood on your foundation of who you are, that is something that is going to be like, wow, I left a legacy in this world, and that will run through how many generations? Who are you really? What is your personal brand? Marketers who prioritize blogging are 13% times more likely to enjoy positive ROI. In 2009, we wanted to open a restaurant business. That's what we wanted to do. We borrowed about 600,000 dirhams bank loan, but those times where a bank were like just giving away money. Even if your salary is about 5,000 dirhams, they're gonna give you like 50 times your salary. However, our business partner ran away with all the money. So we were stuck good. Thank God we were still employed. We did not lose our jobs. But then, even if with our combined salary, how can we pay our monthly bank installment? It was not even enough. What we had was our talent, our passion for photography. That's what we had. But I like blogging. There was Blogspot that time. So, and then I had our own website, www.melrush.com, and I put my stories there. I was not afraid. I was not afraid to say this. So I was sharing my personal stuff along with our work online. And people who read it felt, they said one client, not just one, maybe about 10 clients who booked us for their wedding or who booked us for a family photo shoot said, I've read your story and I'm inspired. So I'm like, oh wow. So that was the time that there's no TikTok, there's no Instagram. So this is something, stories can really help you reach out to people. People will relate to you with your stories. And final statistics, sales rep who use social media as part of their sales techniques outsell 78% of their peers. So the question I'll be throwing out there is, what do you want people to say about you when you're not in the room? When I thought about this, I want to be someone who inspires other people, who brings smiles to other people when they meet me. I don't want to be intimidating. I don't want to be a fashionista. There's a like that. They want to be like the fashion icon. They want to be someone who people who look up to, who can be someone, a political figure. You can try to ask yourself, who do I want? I want to be the rock star of computer programming. Be yourself, they said, be yourself. You want to be authentic, but you want to be selective of what you show on social media. It's not putting out a fake self. It's not putting up a face, but putting out your strengths. So now let's talk about videos. What is your favorite social media platform? Who says YouTube? Alright. Who says Instagram? Instagram? Who says TikTok? Alright. Video is a powerful tool to communicate, to express your idea, inspire others, to affect others' thinking. Benefits of using video for your personal branding. If you have video, increase visibility and reach, again, interest and credibility, demonstrated expertise, enhanced storytelling. So if you have a video and you have 1,000 views or 500 views, that means 500 people watch your video or saw you. Imagine, how many people are in this room?
Around 20.
Yeah, so maybe 25. Yes, so 25. Only 25 met me today, saw me today. But of course, in person has a different effect. But if 1,000 people saw your video, that's 1,000 people in the room. Because even though some of them are on their phones, but still, you stood in front of 1,000 people and you were able to share your ideas to 1,000 people. That's the power of video. So that's me when I was a guest on a podcast, and that's me filming my weekly vlog. So we have a weekly vlog for our company, we have a weekly vlog for myself. Now let's go to the tips on how to create your personal brand video. So I want you to consider really video when you're creating your personal brand, because if you have started thinking of what is your personal brand, what do you want people to say about you when you're not in the room? Dal is a doctor. But he decided to quit medicine and just focus on YouTube. He started with sharing videos of what he was learning in college. He said, hey, I'm not an expert in something. What can I share on video? You can start with that. You can start with what you're learning. And do you know that when you learn something and you share it with someone, it increases your chance of remembering that topic? So if whatever you're learning, you can even say it on video. A couple of my videos is about that. This is the book I read. This is the things that I learned from this book. When I shared it, I retained those topics better. So first thing, if you're planning to do also short form videos, start with a strong hook. I'm not really, videogenic. I don't like how I look on video. Start first with a strong hook. If you go in Quora, look for the common asked questions. If you have something that you know that most of the students here ask, where is Capital College University? Like, where is it? You can talk about that. Start with a strong hook. Answer questions. You start with the, okay, today is a very hot day, and I'm walking, and I don't really like, so today I'm going to be inspiring you with a, start with the hook, man. Start with the hook. Go and start with the question you want to answer. Start with, what is the biggest hurdle you are facing for you to achieve success? If you want to talk about that, start with that question. Don't say, all right, I'm in the mall right now, look at this, and now I want to talk about, people already swipe up before you start even, before you can even talk about the question. Be authentic and relatable. So this is something that I tried also before. So in 2019, I first started YouTube, and then I stopped. Because I was like, oh gosh, I look so old in the videos. Let me put on makeup first before I start appearing on camera. And then I said, it takes a long time to put on makeup. I don't want to make videos anymore because I don't like how I look. Keep it short and sweet. People now, like I said, goldfish has more attention span, has a longer attention span according to the studies than humans, because goldfish, humans have like how many attention spans? If a video doesn't entertain them, they swipe up. Start with short videos, start with mini videos if you're intimidated. Use high quality visuals and audio. So they said, your visuals can be good, but if your audio is bad, then people will tune out of the video. So what I normally have, if I film my videos by myself, I normally use my gimbal, and I purchased this phone lapel, which is only $50 on Amazon, which I put on my phone because especially when you're filming yourself outside, there's a lot of wind noise. You don't have to go big and techy if you want to start small. Start somewhere small. Don't be like, oh, I need this. I need this advanced kind of lapel. I need this SLR camera. Start small. As long as they can see your face in the camera, and as long as they can clearly hear what you're talking about, that's important. End with a call to action. What do you want them to learn from the video? So this is something people start with first. I'm producing this video, why? Because I want to share my knowledge in coding. I want to simplify it for those who want to start coding. So end with a call to action, follow me. What's our call to action? Follow me. Share this to your friend. Visit this website. Subscribe to my channel. Those are the call to actions. Focus on your unique value proposition. So you have to have your topic. Make sure you don't switch to different topics. Today you're going to be talking about, let's say, I'll be talking about entrepreneurship. The next day I'll be talking about me cooking our dinner. Focus on your unique value proposition. What value can you give your audience? Again, target your audience, know who will be watching. So for the beginning, you can be like experimenting. You can start with different topics because you don't know who's watching. But when you see, oh, I have this video, who has a lot more to watch? For me, people watch more of when I review books. When I share books from this book, I read this topic. So I realized that's a good thing. Also, another video that has been a lot of views on my Instagram Reels was whenever I share what I learned from my experiences. So that's something. Use storytelling. Oh, this is something good. Alex Hormozy, who knows Alex Hormozy? He started with Gym Launch. He's one of the content creators out there that is blown up for the past 2 years. Him and his wife started Gym Launch. He used to sleep in the gym because he was so poor. He did not have a lot, and then he started sharing his knowledge about entrepreneurship and business. And now they're one of the biggest content creators in the US. And so he said, like, whenever you're talking to the videos, if you say you should, people tend to be turned off because they said you should, I should. But if you say I did this and I learned that, people will tend to relate to you more, and especially if you tell your story. So I did this, and then I failed, and then I did this, and then I learned something. So what I'm doing is this, versus you should wake up early so you can, and 5 a.m. is a good time for you to wake up early. But if you tell them I wake up early and I get a lot of things done, you see the difference of people saying, sometimes I get annoyed also when this, you should, okay, so are you like, unless you're really like an authority in the topic. Be creative and have fun. So if you're not having fun while doing your content creation, don't do it. Apps that we use, I use Notion when I try to come up with content ideas. And of course, ChatGPT. My daughter says, is that your best friend? Because every day we're communicating. But I sometimes use Bard because ChatGPT has the updates till 2021. Bard is updated up to 3 days before. If you want to ask what's the latest, but not really the latest, it's just 3 days back. And then I record, and then put my camera on the tripod and say, I put it on the script, and the script cuts all of that and makes it easier. And removes all the pauses and all the and the I think and the. Then of course I use CapCut to put my videos on Reels. I use Final Cut when I just want to polish my videos, when I want to make it to look cinematic. And of course I use Canva for my thumbnails and for everything else when like if I want to promote myself, all my marketing stuff. So number one, these are the things that I'm sure is going on in your head right now. I don't have the skills, I don't have the video skills. I cannot start, I don't even have the time. I have a lot of assignments, the school's giving me a lot of homework. I don't have the equipment. I don't speak well, I'm not eloquent. Do you know that I'm not eloquent? But I said, okay, I'll start doing videos because I want to train myself. And I look so awkward and I look so dumb on my first few videos that I'm like, I'm speaking like someone else because I was trying to copy someone else and I'm like, awkward, cringe. People will not like me. People will not watch my videos. Those are the things, and people will laugh at me. And someone like, oh, are you trying to be a TV star? No, so I just say like, so these are the, objections that you get that maybe yourself is also telling you. But number one, you can start small. You can, the best camera you can use is the one in your hand, the one in your pocket, your iPhone. You can use the lapel. It's very cheap. You can start practicing in the mirror. You can start practicing with a few, hey guys, I'm speaking in the camera, like so awkward. Like you can start like so awkward, like, okay guys, so I am now, you can tell a story. I am in Capital University College, and then I'm speaking about videos, and here's the audience. Hi. So you can start with awkward stuff and embrace the awkwardness, embrace the cringe. That's you, that's uniquely you. Videos you can start with. What are you studying? Okay, so you can start with your drop that phone on your desk. Okay, right now I'm having, maybe you're doing math. Okay, right now I am studying this and I'm having problems, but this is what I understand. You can then ask opinions for the guests. You know that whenever you ask questions on videos, also people like to engage with that. Reaction videos. So this is something that you can do. Find something about your topic that you like and do the TikTok green screen, or maybe screenshot that topic, put it on the green screen, on the video back, and then just do your reaction. I don't think I agree with this. Productivity tips. So today I've been trying to work out. This is my 3rd day working out and I want to give up. I cannot do this any longer. You can also do a vlog style video, talk about what your schedule is. And another thing is, if you're having still difficulty, work with your teams. Collaborate with others. You're so comfortable with this video, can you help me with this? Okay, I'm collaborating with this today, with this person, which you can share audiences too. And my final word to wrap this up, in a world filled with filters, dare to be unapologetically you. Your uniqueness is your superpower. Remember, your personal brand is not what you show, but who you are. So go out there and shine brightly.
From our